What if the IRS keeps your refund to pay your spouse's previous tax delinquency? It's not right. The law does not require you to pay delinquent taxes that are owed by your spouse from times before you were married. Even if you now file joint income tax returns, you are entitled to your own refunds, but you must request them. These rules help cash-strapped families and are not intended to pass the burden of previous delinquencies onto innocent people, or for that matter, innocent children in subsequent marriages. That's the key. If the money's necessary, it needs to go to the right place. In our fact sample, the law gives June and Roy individual rights, and both need to take steps to exercise those rights. If they do, they're going to stop their anxiety and they're going to avoid all kinds of confusion. Look at the sample. Roy should immediately request a collection due process hearing. And see our common facts sample number 4, IRS levy threats. When that takes place, June should submit information showing that she earned the income from which the refunds were derived. She'll want to submit their marriage certificate too, and a request that her refunds be paid to her. Now, June should act on her own, in other words. She should call the IRS and tell it that she is entitled to her refund. She should ask that she be determined to be an injured spouse, and that's the buzzword, injured spouse. She should act immediately, and if she waits too much time could pass. Yes, there is a time period within which she can recover the refunds that had been taken from her improperly. If she's too late, she'll lose her right to those refunds, and the whole purpose of that protection for her family and for her is going to get lost. Now, June must request the refunds directly, and she should do that verbally, and if that's not sufficient, she should direct that to the IRS representative, or in the case of an appeal, an appeals conferee. She should prepare a written claim of refund and mail and file it with the IRS to make sure that she doesn't miss any dates. You can go over all of that with us during your telephone consultation. We're going to help you, and we're going to give you guidance on how to complete that document. The point is, her tax refund is money that is needed for her and her family, not to pay off Roy's old IRS delinquency. That can be resolved on its own. And we have fact situations in the levy set that addresses that. So if Roy requests a collection due process hearing on time, June can participate too. It's only going to be held on the phone, so it'll be available to her and to him in a reasonable way, and they can work through their problem on their own. Now, both should request their IRS transcripts, because that will track all the money that was taken, all the liabilities that were incurred, where and when they were incurred, and you'll be able to fully understand your individual tax liability and the refunds that you would have coming to you. All of that should be done as soon as you possibly can. And you'll want to get our DTA set, IRS collection appeals, so that you know how to address those issues in appeals. Thank you.